It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it's majors versus minors between the Chicago White Sox and the Charlotte Knights. Carlos Rodon will be tasked with the starting pitching assignment for the away team. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all three of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Long comes up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Batting third, first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Now at the plate, Jose Abreu. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two and 0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Abreu's going to head for second. And he will pull into second with a two-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
So here is Avisail Garcia. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he nails him at third. Great throw. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. James Shields is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Big game, James Shields on the mound. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. One of the keys for James Shields, He needs that curveball. If he has the curveball, it gets the hitters off of the fastball. Not an overpowering guy, but he will throw the changeup and the curveball behind in the count. He's more of a thinking man's pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
0-1.
Swing, and he pops him up in there, a base hit. The throw into second, and he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box, Sean Long. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Coming to the plate now, Joaquin Maldonado, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia coming on. He gets there, but he missed it. And he's in safely at third, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses. Use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Standing in now, Pedro Vasquez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Set with the 0-1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Gonzalez, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Maldonado at third with 2 away. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Popped him up, but this will land untouched. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. 1 inning in the books here. Charlotte's out in front here, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Avisail Garcia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Avisail Garcia.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0. Oh, bad call.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Come on, that was a strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the first pitch, and there he goes towards second. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now, Matt Davidson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective,
ouch, that one hit him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Stepping in, Leury Garcia, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 delivery. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Yolmer Sanchez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game. That's the name of the game over at second base. It's not about range. It's not about arm strength. It's about turning every double play for your pitching staff, making the routine play and making sure every 2 is turned.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Yolmer Sanchez, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. From the stretch, looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Garcia on third. Casilla over at second. Davidson is over at first with 1 away. You can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Striding forward now for the Sox, Adam Engel, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Adam hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
The 2-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Knights get the win despite only mustering 1 hit.
Carlos Rodon
Pitches well enough to get the W.
James Shields
Was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he settled with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Knights, 1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 man on base. White Sox, no runs, but only 2 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. And please drive home safely.